Hey everybody, can you hear me all right out there? Awesome. Yeah, so sorry about the delay. I'm not entirely sure what the issue was, but I use a service called Restream to simultaneously stream to Twitch and YouTube. I'm entirely sure what the issue was, but I use a service called Restream to... But for some reason, Restream just kept failing to initialize the stream. So what I ended up doing was streaming directly to YouTube. So I'm gonna have to drop into, let's see, the Twitch chat real quick. Maybe. Yeah. So for some reason, I can't switch. I can't simultaneously stream to both platforms right now. So we're just gonna do YouTube today, which should be fun because that's pretty much what most people watched with last time. So I hope that's not a problem with anybody. But we shall go and get started. So, sorry if I seem a little bit frustrated, but it's like you got everything planned. You're all ready to go, and it's like that one little thing is like, oh nope, I'm not gonna work, so you can't go. But does the music volume also sound fairly good to you guys? Give me a thumbs up and a thumbs down in the chat. And just to confirm, you guys can hear the music, right? Cool. So, last time around, I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready or prepared for the super chats, but I am this week. So, I just wanted to say real quick, if I miss anybody last time around, I want to say real quick, thank you to Nindy for the two Great British Pounds. Thank you to Psycho Potato for the 250 Philippine pesos. Thanks to Finn for the 5 Australian dollars. Mike Dempsey with the 13 US dollars. Koken KOY with the 1,000 Chilean pesos. And Dominic with the 10 Polish zlotys, which I think is really, really cool and really interesting because we've got Great Britain, we got the Philippines, we got Australia, we got the US, we got Chile, and we got Poland. That's a really cool spread. So I just wanted to kind of share that with you guys because I thought that was pretty cool. And I also wanted to get out of the way. I've got some ideas, okay? So the articulation on these figures is really not bad, but there's one thing. There's one little thing. There's no waist swivel. There's no waist swivel. We got ball joints all over the place, but we got no waist swivel. So I had an idea. I'm going to try this out, and I'll let you guys know if it works. I think the key is this block right here. I think that you can take this block and replace it with like one of the ones that like the Technic style connections, and you can have a swivel there, and then you just got to change the plates underneath and then the plate on top. The one catch is that you would need to replace this 2x4 with like a 2x3 and a 1x2 in order to accommodate that swivel. But it would have to be black, kind of like it is on the underside, which wouldn't be too bad because there would be some color bricks on top. And from like the front angle, you would not see the black plate. But like this plate here would have to be black. So I'm going to do a bit of surgery on Shigoki here and see if we can get some swivel action. Yes, that is a Jobby the Hong reference. I have been watching a bit of his videos lately. My sub feed has been kind of dry, so I grew up with he's had a bunch of Ava reviews, but he grew up with the Beast Wars show, and that's kind of around where I dropped out of Transformers. But I grew up with Gen 1, Gen 2 Transformers, and I've enjoyed watching him do all these crazy transformations. And for you Jobby and Transformers fans, I do have this big boy. I think this is the MP10 Optimus Prime. I think this is like technically pre-Masterpiece series. I'm not entirely sure. Just that I got this. Let me do the math on this. 2004. So this is an old boy. Maybe if we get a little low on things to do, I will do a Jobby the Hong style transformation for you. But anyway, let's jump on in with our build of Mark.06 here. So as we discussed before, we've got individual. Actually, give you guys some ASMR. MP01? Okay. MP10 would have been the one after that had a slightly small. I don't know. It's like a smaller torso or something. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not like a Transformers aficionado or enthusiast. I just I grew up with the original. I had a bunch of toys from the original, and I was quite fond. And as before, we got ourselves a little part separator, just in case we need it. And we've got bagception going on. Our large bags came inside of a Ziploc bag, and inside of those bags, we have other bags. I'm going to turn the music up for myself just a little bit. So, how is everybody out there today? Where's everybody hailing from? We got some Ireland. We got Wisconsin here in the U.S. France, California, Italy, San Diego. This is like one of the things that I've always really loved about fandom is just having people from all over the place, man. I think it was Carl Horn, who you may know as the illustrious Carl Horn, who you may know as an editor on many an Evangelion adaptation. He once said, I think it was, Evangelion unites us all, much better than the Olympics. Carl was a cool dude. I miss, he's one of those people I miss. I have missed in this, flaming garbage fire of a, year. I sent him an email, hoping he'll give me a shout back. I'm trying to find out for you guys if there is actually any issue with the availability of the Evangelion manga, because as some of you may have noticed, that last 2-in-1 has been a little bit scarce lately. So people have been like speculating and worrying, and so I'm trying to spare you guys a little bit of grief and see if I can't find out, maybe is it really just pandemic and post-holiday availability issues? Because that's my assumption, anyways. So as I said before, this brick and this step here and this brick right here, I think, is the key to getting some swivel action going on in our Keeppley AV units, which would be really nice because they're pretty cool sets and they have pretty good articulation, but they just lack that like beautiful spread, but no wrist, no waist swivel. Let's see. Can Unit 1 sit Indian style? Yes. Unit 1 can sit. Let's pull that out. And do like some kind of a pose of enlightenment. There we go. The enlightened Shigoki will pay us, will keep us company while we build. This is going to be very familiar from our last build, because the arms and the legs are going to be exactly the same, and then our torso is going to be almost the same. It's really just going to be the head and the weapon. They're going to be significantly different. I just love the creativity of the engineering of these sets for how they're accomplishing all the geometry on these very complicated, designs. There's some fanon out there that I'd like to find that's funny. There's a little. I'm not sure if it's fanon or not, but I want to find out if there is any validity to that thing that I've heard more than once about how the Avas were deliberately designed the way they were designed to make them too complicated or difficult for people to make toys out of or something like that. But I feel like that's just made up. Something like that floating out there in the ether. How much money have I spent on Ava merch? Oof. Big oof. Wow. Well, definitely over $200. I don't even want to know. I don't want to think about it. Part of that is the just the time. Well, the time span on things. I've been a fan of this franchise for over 20 years now, and you can collect a lot of things in that time, but easily thousands of dollars. How much have you guys spent on Eva merch? Do you guys want to know how much you spent on Eva merch? Am I going to get the NGE Blu-ray releases? Well, gonna try. I definitely. I mean, well, I want to say definitely. Most likely yes. Which would be I guess the G Kids release. There's also all the anime, I think, in the UK. But I definitely want to try and get it and review it. It's going to be the gazillionth copy of the show that I will have at that point. I'd like to try and get an advance copy. If anybody from G Kids is out there listening, I would not mind an advance copy in order to review, again, in advance and make a nice in-depth video about it. I think I also saw someone ask if I had any opinions about the Metal Gear Solid series. I've played the original many a time, and I like it. Metal Gear Solid 2, a little bit disappointing. I enjoyed it the first time I played it, but kind of disappointing. Didn't like that, you didn't really get to play as Snake. I have the, the versions where you get to play as him a little bit, and I mean to play that sometime. But, life is full of things that are always trying to consume your time. see. Can someone explain to me how Ava 06 was created? I never exactly understood, especially after I saw another Lilith sitting on the moon in the rebuild. Is 06 built off of a Lilith copy? It's a good question. Good question. We don't know. We do know that I think it's the 12th angel was trapped inside of Mark 6. And that's what escapes in 3.0. I think I might have messed up again. No? Oh, that's right, because I'm looking at the switched over looking at the other one. So this one will go on that side, and then we need to build the other side. That, and we need 2 of those. Okay. Let's get. Oh, forgot to turn that on. Let's see, where was I? Those. We will drop the other chess piece on, like, chest is coming together. All right, and we're gonna get to that sweet pack. Okay. That back is starting to come together. Let's get oops. So the question of where did these come from? I got these off of eBay. So if you search for Keeppley on eBay, you should have no trouble finding them.
Turn back time.
Get that butt region all fixed up. Okay. And we got 2 steps left on our torso. Let's see. Last time I watched the TV series. Oof. That's a tough one. So there's two kinds of watching. There's like the version of it where like you're basically just skimming or rewatching specific episodes because you're working on a particular, analysis. And then there's like the watching where you're just like actually watching for enjoyment. And I rewatch particular episodes all the time. But I honestly do not recall the last time I sat down to just watch the show for enjoyment. I think it was... Man. We've had 2 apartments. We had one apartment that we lived in for like 3 years. And then another apartment that we lived in for 5 years, I think. And then... we've lived in this house for 5 years, I think. I think it's been a good 9 years since I've actually sat down and watched the show like straight through for like, entertainment. It's been a while. But when you've been a fan of something for so long, it's just kind of how it is, I think, with some people. I do need to do like an actual full rewatch. Do I really have this many pieces left over from that? Oh. Got the... There we go. That's a bit more reasonable as far as extra pieces go. So, while I have a second, hydrate. I want to get so guys, I want to talk to you about something. So, it's funny that you, well, this is irrelevant that you bring up Discord. There was some plans for like a Discord, but they've kind of been shelved temporarily. But I'm thinking about things. I'm thinking about Patreon, which would involve a Discord potentially, like a private Discord. So I've been thinking about Patreon a lot. What I'd really like to do is 2 things. 1, expand, the quality of what I'm doing. And 2, expand the output of what I'm doing. And I hate to put it this way, but time is money, man. Like, making videos takes a lot of time, and I've basically just been burning through all of my free time making videos lately, and it's been fun. But like, I would love to be able to do more. So I am kind of putting together some plans and some things, and I need your help. I need your help. So, if you like what I do, if you appreciate what I do, and you want to see more of the kind of stuff that I do, I'd like to set up a Patreon and get that up at some point in the near future. You know, like, I'd like to afford, you know, to like I would love to do like a review of like model kits or do like a live stream building a model kit. I would love to be able to like pay somebody to help me write and edit, you know, like if someone could just edit the audio, you know, like that would, you know, save me multiple hours. So I dropped a form in the chat there, and if you don't mind filling it out for me, I would greatly appreciate it. Give me some feedback, some thoughts about, you know, like, there's different tiers with Patreon, and once you launch Patreon, like if you ask too much for a particular tier, you're kind of stuck with it. You know, like you can't actually reprice tiers. You actually have to like create new tiers and then siphon people off of the old tier onto the new tier. It's kind of awkward, so I'd love to get some feedback from you guys. Like, if you would support me on Patreon, how much would you be willing to do? So, John Suter says, $1 maximum. Sorry, bro, but your upload schedule is basically not existent. So that's actually part of what this Patreon would actually do. And the other thing too, quality over quantity, yes. What I'd love to do is get to the point where I'm producing 2 solid video essay type videos every month. And I have been putting out some more content than normal lately, you may have noticed. And I'm actually working on a video right now that is another, you know, scripted, you know, research scripted video, and I'm about maybe 6.5 out of 9.5 minutes edited, and I would love to get it up tomorrow, but I'm not going to commit to it. It'll definitely be up by Friday. So you're going to have 2 scripted videos in the same month, and that is, in my opinion, not bad, considering, you know, just the drought of content from this past year, which again, I am very sorry about, but this past year, man, phew, it was rough. It was rough for a lot of people, but it was rough for me too. So that's kind of what I'm thinking about. I'd love to get a Patreon going and use those funds to fund more content on the channel. How much money to read fan fiction? Sid, that's actually in my topic doc. I have that in my list of topic ideas. But how much money? I don't know that there's actually an amount, but maybe it could be a Patreon perk or something like that. Well, actually, there is a Patreon perk kind of along those lines. I think it's a pretty cool perk, but I don't want to give too much away just yet. So these kits cost, it was something like $20-ish, $21, $22 each, which is not bad. Oops. Get back in there. And just pop that on our ball joint. Thanks for joining us, Sebi. And John Suter, no, these are not official. They're not official Lego. Well, they're not Lego, but Lego. So, if anybody has Netflix, there's a really great show on Netflix about toys called The Toys That Made Us. And they have done episodes about Transformers and G.I. Joe and He-Man and Lego. And their Lego episode was really, really good. And they covered how like Lego building blocks themselves are no longer patented. So that's why you have things like Mega Block and Nano Block, that, are third party, like actually back in the day, there were more than one building block toy like Lego. But these, as a product themselves, are perfectly legal to sell, but the question of using the Evangelion license is it's questionable. They have like copyright information on the box, but I honestly don't know if they are officially licensed or not. But their quality is really, really quite good, and like I've been really happy. I just wish they had more swivel action, but like as I said before, I have some ideas for how to accomplish that. And the good thing about Legos is that they're remixable. So if you have any ideas for how to modify or improve a Lego set, you can give it a try, and you might have some results. Like I'm feeling pretty good about being able to add a swivel to the waist. I just wish that like it was possible to get the colored pieces that I would need, but these are so specific colors that it's just extremely unlikely. And then we'll just drop a little tensioner down in there and pop that on there. Yeah, so Finn, speaking of that, yeah, I use XSplit as my broadcasting software, and there was like an XSplit update, and ever since that update, it's been just running terribly. Like I had to delete all of my scenes and my I have an Elgato Stream Deck. I had to like just stop using all of that because all the different scenes, like actually when I removed all the scenes, it actually improved the performance a little bit. But one of the things that like I would like to use Patreon funds for would be to build a new computer, because my current computer is a little bit old. It I don't know why, man. It runs like Photoshop and It runs Photoshop and Photoshop and Premiere well-ish at the same time, but it can't run it can't run XSplit right now, which is funny because like I've run XSplit before with more intensive resources, but for some reason since that last XSplit update, it's just run really poorly. So not kind of unhappy with XSplit. I think I might try out OBS, see if I have better results. But in the meantime, I'm just kind of sticking with it. Like it works, but the issue I was having with starting the stream today might be related to that. So I think I will finally have to give OBS a shot. Previously, I did not have good results with OBS. Weapon raid. Hello. All right. Now we're going to switch up to the, I guess the knee guards, I guess is what we could call them. Let's see. 2 of those. Oh, that's just a similar piece. I'm still having that that dread that you know that the set may potentially be missing a piece that is, you know, critical to building out the whole set. Is it 2 of those? Yeah. Where's the other one? I think I am now. My dread has increased. I don't want to speak too soon, but I think I'm actually missing a piece. That would be really unfortunate. Yeah, I am experiencing absolute dread right now, because I am... I'm missing one of these. Well, actually, you know what? Something like this happened last time. Where there was a piece left in the bag. I don't think we have that problem this time. What if the odds that piece would be in the other bag? Man, I hope I don't have to like go back to the cellar and be like, hey, the set was incomplete. Can you pull a piece from another set? Well, let's wish I had another tray handy. Let's investigate. See if by some chance... Oh! Here's another one of them. Question is... do we use that piece anywhere else in the build? So let's take a look at... so we're looking at... Oh, here's a good pointer. We're looking to see if this hinge joint here is being used anywhere else in these builds. So... well, the head could be different. Well, Unit 1 doesn't appear to, like, reuse that piece. So, let's see. No. 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 Yep. Uses 2 of those later on. Which is that. And that. So we need those 2 there later on. Damn it. And there's no extra in there. I did have a bag with extra pieces from the last build, although I seriously doubt that we'd be so lucky. Nope. Well, guys, I think we are... yeah, it is... We are unfortunately... So here's what we're going to do. So, way back here, there are 2 of these pieces that have the hinge for the entry plug. So what we're going to do is we are going to use one of the hinge pieces from the back of the head, and they'll still have a hinge. It's less than ideal, but we can still finish the build. Most of you probably want to be able to see it, But we're going to have to, I'm going to have to give this seller an email, and maybe it'll turn up. Maybe it'll turn up in the process of building the rest of this thing. So I've never had a like an actual official Lego set be missing a piece. So, well, so Finn, there is a ball joint, but the head can't really swivel because there's no egress around. But basically, what will happen is this will still be able to the hinge joint here will still work. There just won't be there will only be one of these connecting. Oh no. We'll fuss with that later. Sorry, Shigoki. We've lost some time, so let's press on ahead. But maybe the piece will turn up. So cross your fingers for me. Should be all the pieces that we need. Let's see. Yeah, because I don't think we cannot finish these knees without those pieces. That ratchet joint on there. Put a plate on top. That. And that. And because they are going that way, this will be on that side. Oh, wait, get that going the wrong way. Alright. And crisis kind of averted. Alright. Get these. We're gonna build these big chunky feet now. So how is everybody's Wednesday going? Tell me something good, chat. It is Wednesday, my dudes. So Super Marvin, if you jump onto eBay and search for Keeppley with 2 E's and 2 P's, Evangelion, you will find it. Not too hard to find. That's where I got them. Although I think a warning is in order. I have one of my sets here was missing a piece. Okay, got those. Need 2 of those. Or at least I think it's missing a piece. That may not be the case. We may solve that problem in the process of finishing up these feet. So cross your fingers for me, please. So that would yeah, I don't want to have to go back to the seller and be like, you know, you sold me an incomplete thing, my dude. Like all the little brickhead ones had all the pieces they needed. Alright, so we can build 2 of these simultaneously. Yeah, so actually, there are some other. I'm just gonna drop this into the chat there for you guys if you want to take a look. There is actually another set out there, other sets out there that are kind of cool. Again, I don't know if they're legal or not, so you'll need to seek them out on your own time. I like to try as much as possible to pay respect to the copyright holders and not promote, you know, illegal goods, but they're out there, and if you are fastidious, you should have no trouble finding them. So that's the thing, Lucas. I don't know if these are licensed or not. There's a good chance that they're not. Which is why I like to I don't know, avoid linking out to things and, you know, like I don't know. But if you'd like to hunt them down, be my guest. And we got some chunky feet. And Mark 6 can now stand on its own. A nice wide stance. Mark 6 was a cool design. It's a shame that they did not really do anything with it, because it's like with its like its dark coloring, you know, like it's midnight blue, you know, and it's like, Mark 6, you know, has a horn just like, you know, Unit 1. You know, like it's almost like a nemesis to Unit 1. But, you know, they didn't do anything with it, really. You know, it was in the preview at the end of 3.0. And, you know, it was in 3, and then it was in 3, it was in 3.0. You know, it had that angel trapped inside of it. And then that was it. But it was such a cool design. But, you know, that's one of the criticisms of, you know, Kara and such, is that they, you know, like, put out some things out there just to make toys out of them. You know, like at the beginning of 2.0, you know, we have that sortie with Mari, where, you know, she goes into battle with that you know, provisional AV unit, and that was just basically there as a throwaway to some degree. You know, Corey, I didn't think about that, but yeah. Kaoru gets decapitated, and Mark 9 gets decapitated. Drop another one of those on there. And that. 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 And that. Awesome. And we have our first shoulder pylon. How much do I think 3.0 plus 1.0 will actually explain? I would like it to explain a lot. I think there is room for them to do so. I think we might see some flashbacks. I kind of talk about this in my new video, but I do think it is entirely possible that we'll see some information from the time skip. But, I don't know. I'm hopeful. It would be nice. There's got to be more. There's more to this story that we have not seen that would explain, you know, just like all the contempt that they exhibit towards Shinji. Because they treat him bad. Just no regard, or just like that they're terrified, like they either have like absolute contempt for him, or they're afraid of him. So I hope we'll actually understand why in the next film. I hope we find out, what happened to Ray 2. And I noticed something. They did not include, or they opted not to do the peg holder here. So Mark 6 cannot hold Unit 1's pallet rifle. And they actually used one of these things so the spear can just slide on down into his... So the weapons aren't interoperable. Which I don't think is that big a deal, but it would have been nice if either any set could hold any other set's weapon. I think this is pretty much just all the rest of this arm. Whoops. What if I just dropped that piece on the floor and didn't notice it? I think the number one thing I wanted to see in this movie is something we will never see, which is the context for Gendo and Fuyutsuki with the donkey. That is almost certainly not going to be in the movie, and I'm going to be immensely disappointed because I wanted to know. I wanted the context on that scene really bad. We're not going to get it. Okay. And then we got our other shoulder pylon. There. Donkey. Oops, sorry guys. Yeah, that last piece did not turn up in this anyways. Just gotta finish off this hand. Got both of our arms. We got a bunch of we got a bunch of pieces left over, but not the pieces that I need. Please, Ano, make shave impact cannon. Let's see. Oof. Let's stretch our legs. See if that piece. No, don't see that. I'm gonna double check my bags one more time. Nope. 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 Huh. Well, I will just have to figure out how to get another one of those pieces. Alright, and let's now move right along. There we go. Welcome back from class, gamer dude. What are you studying? Are you in college? Are you in high school? Is it remedial math, biology, anatomy, or are we studying engineering and physics in college? What are we doing? This is a weird... Huh. Is that actually supposed to be that color on the actual thing? Interesting. There's our two of those. So we used one of those, so we only have one more. And we've got that. So we need to figure out what we're gonna do here. Actually, I think I'm gonna use the wrong piece there. No, I just put the wrong side on. Okay. Yeah, so we got... So what we're going to do is rather than doing two of these, to use two things to attach the entry plug cover, I'm going to swap out that just to fill in the space. And then I'll just have to figure out what to do about this piece later on. Hopefully it works out all right. Seventh grade? Is that 7th grade? Oh man, you kids. And keep your fingers crossed, guy, that we don't that we don't run into other pieces that we're missing, because that would just that would be a big oof, and I would just be like, Be very unhappy. Alright, so we need to put... Here we go. Alright, so we swapped out this piece here, so this hinge still stays attached. It's not perfect, but it'll do. I'm not happy about it. I want my piece. 'Cause I am a completionist. I don't know if you know this, guys, but I actually do legitimately get annoyed when like I'm like, I wish these things came with the boxes too, but they didn't. Probably because they were, you know, from a reseller. Let's see, and this will form one of the little side fins. Mark 6 really is a cool design. I really, yeah, man, I wish they did more with it in the film. $13, man. God, would I love to go back and be 13 again. There it is. Again, the dread, the dread of not having a PC that you need is it's real. It exists. So Finn, right now. The wife and I are working on Utena, and that is going to keep us busy for a while. We're like maybe 10 or 11 episodes in, and it's interesting. One of those. Oh man, this song. Oh, this song is awesomely shitty. I love it. I love crappy, silly Ava fan songs. And this one might be one of my favorites.
not gonna fight. Tang, tang, tang. Flying up inside the moon, a single mind and soul. Never thought I'd be so happy, being out of control. Something is wrong, it's falling apart. Tang, tang, tang. I feel like I'm going back to the start. Tang, tang, tang.
Let's see.
Cosmic bodies dying inside. Tang, tang, tang.
Yep, I have definitely seen Gendo Paradise, as in that's the that really old AMV. That's basically a I think it's a Weird Al Yankovic. No. Well, pretty sure I have. Pretty sure I have. I've been around for a while, so I've seen a lot of stuff. Maybe have the lower portion of the jaw here. We got a whole bunch of parts to put on. Oh, are we actually gonna? I think we're actually gonna build that cool visor now. Yep. Would I consider Shiki Naomi to be nicer than Soryu? I think the thing is, just the character development of Rebuild is so. It's like short. I wouldn't even. I don't know. Is it sloppy? Is it abbreviated? Is it shorthanded? Because it seems like the whole. I think the whole thing with like Asuka is that like in that operation, Shinji called out her by her first name, and it's like that. Like I don't know. Like I don't know how exactly like if Asuka is into Shinji, like what actually caused it? Because she really treated him kind of with disregard at first. Like she crawls into bed with him and everything. That goes in there like that. Interesting. The piece placement and like all the like these using these ball joints to get this geometry here is really, yeah, I guess that does go in there like that. Yeah, we got a cool visor going on, but they put this on a ball joint to get the downward, you know, angle as well as the diagonal. That's really cool. Like I'm really impressed with just the ingenuity in these sets. Ah. Forgot forgot to put these plates in here to fill in that void there. Get that back. I think like a lot of people, I'm just generally disappointed with the development of, well, just the lack of development with a lot of characters, including Asuka and Mari. Like, I mean, what character development with Mari? Really? Who is Mari? Like, who is she? Where did she come from? What does she like? What does she dislike? You know, it seems like she likes singing. She likes to sing during her operations. But we just don't really know anything about her. It's like Shinji. It's almost like Shinji is... Wait. No, that's not the piece we're missing. It's like Shinji's the only character in the Rebuild films that has been developed, you know, well at all. If you can call his character development good. There's definitely some holes. Like they, it's almost like they completely gloss over. So, in 1.0, okay, Shinji like runs off and decides to be homeless in the red light district for a bit, and he comes back, or like he's like, okay, I'm ready, take me back to Misato, and I think she like tells him like, you know, make a decision, but like in the TV show, like Misato like comes back and they have a moment and everything and they bond, but they completely like omit or gloss over that in 1.0, and they just immediately transition to Shinji punching Toji back, and it's like that big, there's like these gaps, you know, in the show, because they shorthanded everything. I'd like to do a video about that sometime, like just how abbreviated and shorthanded certain things in the films are. And there we got our I think that goes on top. Yep. Yep, that definitely goes like that. Yeah. And I think we have our head all done now. Yeah, so I definitely know that this... I definitely know that this piece is missing back here. But that turned out alright. Now we just need to build out the spear. Those to line up straight. Need 2 of these. Finn, thank you so much for the I think is it Australian $10? Thank you so much. Ava Monkey. Hopefully this money can go to you getting a better camera. Hashtag roasted. Regardless, longtime fan, love your vids and streams, and can't wait for future vids. Song requests, play Gendo's Paradise. I'd be happy to oblige. And I think, I don't think, I did a little, so I actually, I added a thing where it should play that da 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 every time somebody makes a super chat, but apparently it didn't work this time. So, let's see. Gendo's Paradise. Oh, get that in there. Gendo's. Wait. It depends. It depends. I would love to pay. I'd love to play it, but it depends on what the song was. We've got an ad for WandaVision. I need to watch. I need to get on that train and watch WandaVision. Let's see, skip ad. What was the song that this thing used? Oh yeah, Coolio. Finn, I would love to, but here's the thing. The last stream, I actually got some copyright claims. I got 3 of them. I got 3 copyright claims on my last stream, which is okay, because what that means is that the archive of the stream can't be monetized, which is not a big deal. You know, I still got the donations from the super chats, but they basically, what happened is I had 3 different claims, and the video is basically monetized by those claimants, which is okay. But here's the thing. I think we're done. Sometimes when videos on YouTube are, and we will just drop that in. Why are you no go? There we go. Sometimes, and oops, we'll just wrap the fingers around, like, sorta. Sometimes when there's a copyright claim, okay, sometimes it's just claimed and then you can't monetize it, which is not a big deal, you know. But sometimes things are copyright claimed and you get a strike. Strikes are bad. You do not want to risk getting a strike. So what we'll do here is I'm going to copy that and chat. You're encouraged to enjoy Gendo's Paradise at your leisure. So let's just drop our extra pieces in there, and let's fix Shigoki up. Nice. Oh, nice. Let's see. That goes on top like that, and then this goes on the side. There's a few pieces here that pop off kind of easily, but that's not a big deal. And let's drop the pallet rifle back on there. There we go. Yeah, we're looking nice. Some nice Ava. No, I am sorry. I am not. I am not singing for you. Oh. There'd have to be like... No. No. I'm not even gonna entertain it. It's not happening. I'm sorry. I cannot sing. I have a terrible singing voice. But what I will do for you, let's get that up, and we will have ourselves Here's a question. Does anybody know the name of the song that Jobby the Hong uses for his transformation sequences? Oh man, you heard. Let's see what. For all you Jobby the Hong Jobby the Hong fans, you know what the music is that he uses. Let's see. Actually, let's try this out. Let's see real quick. Nope, that's not it. I have no idea what it is. I was gonna see if I could find the music that Jobby uses to transform things on his stream. So we're gonna do we'll do some transforming for you Jobby fans out there with the MP1 or whatever it is. Let's see. It's been a long time since I've transformed this guy, but let's see. I guess we could start by pulling out the legs, separate the legs, flip that out, flip those up, rotate those around. Some of these are just so hard to do. And then flip these up. I've never actually tried to transform one of these things on camera. One of these awkward messes that just kill me. Let's see. Slip up the side panels. I think we just need to open up the whole assembly in the front here. Pull out the arms. Flip that down. And we should be able to swivel that all the way around. I think we need to pull the head out. I am not good at this. Need to reach in there, I think, and get this like seat back thing. The head out. Flip the grill around. There we go. Once we get that up into the chest, and flip those around and up and there and there and there. Probably look terrible, but I don't care. See if you can actually stand up. Kinda. The table's kind of slanted. That'll give you guys a size comparison, maybe. Oh well. And we had a bunch of pieces left over. None of which were the part that I needed. But oh well. Chat, are you still talking about it's not gonna happen? I am not singing for you. I'm sorry. Alright guys. Sorry I'm a little low energy today. But next week I think we will what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a bit more investigation into what the issue is I'm having with XSplit. Maybe switch over to OBS. Maybe OBS will work better. And then we can have a better looking stream, because I think this camera has kind of stopped updating. But next week we will build the Keeppley Mark.08. I think I'm going to head off. I have, as I said before, I have a video that I am getting pretty close to being done. I'd like to have it up tomorrow. If I push real hard and pretty much just spend the whole rest of the day working on it, I might be able to finish it up for you guys. But if it's not up by midday tomorrow, it'll be up on Friday for certain. And it's more along the lines of what my last video was all about, and you guys seem to like that, so actually, I think I just noticed something. Yeah, I think I put the little shin thing on Unit 1 on wrong. Oh yeah, I'm definitely going to build Unit 8, but not today. I'm going to try and make Workshop Wednesday a regular thing, because there's more than enough things to do and build and play with. I would love to do a model kit, but I'd have to, have a model kit. I don't have one laying around. But chat, thanks so much for Thanks so much for hanging out with me. Sorry I was a little bit low energy today, but I enjoyed. I think it was some combination of. I gotta tell you, man, I had some weird dreams last night. Some weird, unsettling dreams about, like... Anybody ever have, like, dreams about former jobs? I think I had one pandemic dream and two, like, anxiety dreams about my last two jobs that I had. It's so weird, man. Dreams are weird. And then I think the stream, the issue I had with the restreaming not working, and then missing this piece back here just kind of threw me off my game a little bit. But guys, I appreciate you hanging out with me this afternoon. I hope you're looking forward to the next video, and at the risk of sounding like I am shilling myself for stuff, I am thinking about launching a Patreon with two goals in mind. One, to increase the quality of my output and the frequency of my output. Like, there are things that I would like to do, like being able to afford to hire an editor to help edit videos, you know? Like, if nothing else, like, edit all the audio, so that way, like, that'll save me a good 5-ish hours or something like that. And maybe even help with the video editing. Like, if I could write something and then do the voiceover and pass it off to somebody, that'd be awesome. But I have to be able to afford it. I'd love to build like a real grade kit with you guys sometime. Maybe do a review of the real grade kit, but I have to be able to afford it, man. This, you know, stuff costs money. But if anybody out there is an avid watcher of my videos, if you don't mind, I would appreciate if you could fill that form out. Just give me some ideas, you know, about what you guys are thinking about in terms of, like, you know, how much you'd like to potentially pledge to help support grow the channel. But this turned out pretty nice. We're just missing that piece back there, but this turned out pretty nice. So, thank you guys for hanging out with me. I will see you all in my next video, which should be in the next day or two. And then I should see you again next week with another live stream. Same day, same time. Hopefully some of the technical issues will be resolved by then. Take care, guys.